Today we are in beautiful Wanaka in Central Otago. We're heading out with Wanaka Water Taxis to a island called Mou Waho Island. It's right in the lake. It's a rather special place. You can only get there by boat. And we'll meet some very curious and interesting little locals on the island. But first of all, let me introduce you to our skipper and owner, Brent, from Wanaka Water Taxis, and then let's get out on the lake on this beautiful day. Hey Brent, nice to meet you finally. Brent, so we're heading out to Mou Waho Island, is that correctly spelled?
Mou Waho.
Mou Waho, okay,
Yep.
Cool. So tell me more about the trip, what we're doing there and what's so special about the place.
Well, we're going to spend a little bit of time getting up there and tell you a little bit about the lake and the island itself. But the island is a nature reserve island that's protected by the Department of Conservation. So great bird life on the island. It's predator free. It's a great selection of just native trees and plants up on the island.
Yep.
And what's unique about the little island is when the glacier came over the island 15,000 years ago, they created a small lake on top of the island. So get a chance to go and check out the little lake on the top.
That looks sounds amazing. Looking forward to go there. Let's go. Let's
Great.
do it.
Okay, let's go then. All right, just a quick stop in here. This is one of the deepest parts of the lake in here. It's about 300 meters deep, just underneath us. Not quite the deepest. The deepest is just on the north side of Mou Waho Island. That's more, but just very dense pieces of rock, basically. So when the glacier was coming down through here, it was trying to crush all the rock in the valley up, dig out these big channels. So this is Mou Waho Island. So this is one of the Department of Conservation islands. So quite a different appearance to Ruby Island that we looked at back then. So this is all those New Zealand native trees and plants, really. You can imagine when the early settlers came here, or even before that, the Maori, if you came up to this area, there wasn't a lot to eat actually. There was eels in the lake. There was no fish really in the lake then, only eels, and there was birds.
So we just arrived at Mou Waho Island. I hope I got that right. I found it really interesting, Brent, that the educational you provided on the way in about geology and history and the lake itself. So once people arrive here, what will they do? Will they go up to the island? How long will it take?
Well, it's about 20 minutes up to the lake on the top. So we give them about an hour 45 up on the island. So there's plenty of time to walk up there, relax a little bit, listen to the birds. And then it's another 8 or 9 minutes up to the lookout on the very top. So they can spend some time there, get a great view of the whole lake. You can look through into Stevenson's Arm and really great viewpoint for photos of the mountains and things. So give them plenty of time and then they come back down here. I don't know where to go with that.
Well, yeah, exactly. So I can't wait to go up there, have a look myself and explore for the next hour or so. And it's a beautiful day, so it couldn't be much better, couldn't it?
No, perfect conditions. It can get a bit choppy out here, but today it's absolutely beautiful, nice and calm.
So we just arrived here on Mou Waho Island and yeah, I'm making my first steps here on this beautiful, pristine place. As Brent mentioned in his introduction, it's predator free. So there are no rats, stoats and other nasties which are kind of a challenge for the local bird life and wildlife. So let's walk up there and check the place out. So when walking up to the top of Mou Waho Island, there's certainly a couple of steeper bits you need to be aware of, but it will be very much worthwhile to have a bit of a sweat and a bit of a heart rate. I mean, we can already see the stunning view over the lake. You may be able to spot a swimmer there. So quite a few people actually go for a swim, especially in the hot summer months. It's very refreshing up here, and talked to Brent before and kind of he mentioned about 14 degrees at the moment, which is okay, I guess. So look at that stunning scenery surrounded by manuka trees. It's so calm today. Right, what a view from the top. What I really like about this trip to Mou Waho Island is there's not many people around, because you need to have that boat access, and so there's just a limited amount of people around on the island at any time. Sure, Christmas time will be busier, but I think that is really one of the key features on those kinds of more remote walks, not that easy to get to. And yeah, it's a real bonus, I think. So this walk we're doing here is obviously self-guided. So we just get the water taxi, but there are also guided options available for people which want to have a little bit more explanation about the trees, the birds, and the wildlife in general. Finally, we see one of the friendly locals I mentioned before. This is a Weka. It's a wood hen, and it's native to New Zealand. And yeah, it's very curious little thing, very friendly, but they're also known to steal car keys and things like that. So always need to be on the watch out with those guys. So we're back to the wharf here at Mou Waho Island. We're going back now to Wanaka. I have to say, the trip is very interesting because when you come in with a boat, Brent is explaining about the history, about the nature, about the whole environment, which is really good for international travelers to understand a little bit more. The walk, 30 minutes up there, it's manageable for most people. And of course, the stunning views up there is just incredible. So thank you very much for joining me today. Watch out for the next video about beautiful nature, scenery, experiences in New Zealand, and can't wait to show you more about our beautiful country. Catch you later.